Hello and welcome to the Bike Century. My name's Ben and today I'm going to be showing you around this Ducati Scrambler 800 Icon, and as the name denotes, it's an 800cc, it's a V-twin, makes about 80 brake horsepower. It's a Scrambler flat tracker hybrid, this one. The Icon comes as standard with various bits and bobs on it, but this one has actually been converted to look a lot more like a flat tracker, which is quite a common thing at the moment. It's a bit of a common trend. It's got the 90-10 off-road looking tyres. You know, it's got the straight bars. It really looks the part, and I really like the Scrambler. I think it's a really versatile bike. It's got a nice low seat height. It's got a punchy motor. They're relatively cheap to run and insure, and this particular one is very good value for money as well. So let's try and give you a walk around and do the bike justice. So starting at the front end, I mentioned that it's got these 90-10 tyres, so they're obviously designed to look like flat track tyres, but the reality is for the road they work very well and don't give you any vibration. So they look the part, but they're not particularly great for off-road use. Just a single disc on this bike. It's very light. It's got a massive Brembo 320mm disc, which is more than enough stopping power for this bike. It does have ABS as well, and it's got a very large Brembo 4-pot caliper on there as well, so loads and loads of stopping power. Upside down forks on this bike, which look very cool, and you've got this kind of signature single spot headlight on the front. You might have noticed already that this particular bike has had flat track straight bars put onto the bike. The standard bars have got quite a lot more rake and height on them, but this really does suit the bike very well. It's been done properly. We've got the aftermarket folding levers, some aftermarket grips, a slightly shorter throw on the throttle, so almost like a quick action throttle, and the clocks have been repositioned using a Rizoma central mounting kit. Normally the clocks would be around about here. I'll show you a bit more of that in a second. So cosmetically this bike is in reasonable condition. It has done 13,000 miles, so it does have some signs of wear and tear, as I'm sure you can appreciate. There's nothing that covers up the front of this bike, so they are prone to getting stone chips on the front of the engine casings and a little bit of surface rust on the exhaust. This bike is pretty tidy, to be fair, although there are a few little marks worth pointing out. So there's just a couple of little marks along the bottom of the tank there. They've been sealed in, so there's no signs of any rust or anything like that, but always worth mentioning to people so you know exactly what you're getting. Other than that, on this side, the bike's in very nice condition. It's got an aftermarket exhaust system which sounds absolutely fantastic. We've got the matching flat track style rear tyre. Massive rear brake on this bike, obviously in keeping with the style. The number plate has actually been relocated, so normally it would be just here behind the front wheel, but it's had a tail tidy and LED indicators put on and relocated the number plate, which in my opinion looks much better than it comes as standard. On the front end you've got matching LED indicators as well. They're very subtle, they're just here and here, and as I mentioned you've got the flat track bars with the cross member, the shortened levers and the repositioned clocks, which I'll show you now. So normally these clocks would be about here. They do look much better here in my opinion. So on this side obviously you've got your Brembo brakes, so really highly specified as standard. The 800cc V-twin motor, and then obviously you've got your suspension. Chain and sprockets are in really nice condition. They look relatively new. The tyres are almost like new as well. I don't expect that this bike is going to need a great deal before it goes out, although we will do a service on it, and the belts will be done as well, which is quite important for a bike at this sort of mileage for Ducati. It's a rather expensive service, so a good one for us to do for you. You're saving a lot of money. Mirrors have been taken off this bike, and obviously as you can see there's a small mirror just here. You could change those for bar-end mirrors, or you could put standard mirrors back on it if you wanted to, but again it's all in keeping with the overall look of the bike, again in my personal opinion. So the clocks on these are fully digital. There's a couple of different mode selections and stuff like that. The later ones had a fuel gauge, this one does not. It just has a fuel light. As I mentioned, the bike's got ABS, just under 14,000 miles, and obviously there's your speed. Give the bike a turn over for you. epic. The video just doesn't do it justice. It's kind of like a cross between the Ducati Monster and Harley Davidson when you get it going. It sounds absolutely brilliant, and your neighbours will think so as well. So all of our bikes are coming with free delivery for the time being. They also come with a 3-month warranty with road tile assistance. We do offer finance and part exchange as well. If those are things that you're interested in, you can reach out to us via WhatsApp or Facebook. We've got live chat on our website and on Auto Trader. And of course, you can either pop in or give us a call and have a chat over the phone. That's it for me for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care.